Hi, I am Shauli Roy. I am the primary year's homeroom teacher. The PYP has 5 essential elements, that is knowledge, attitude, skills, concepts and action. And the one I want to look at closer today are the concepts. The first question that arises in our mind is, what are key concepts? What are concepts? Central to the philosophy of the PYP is a principle that purposeful structured inquiry is a powerful vehicle for learning that promotes meaning and understanding and challenges students to engage with significant ideas. For this reason, in the PYP, there is a commitment to a concept-driven curriculum as a means of supporting that inquiry. A key aspect of the PYP is that the 8 concepts are focused on each year. This gives our students a solid framework for making sense of the world around them. As students progress through the PYP, they gradually work towards a deepening of their conceptual understanding. This is important because the world around them is made of powerful concepts, not just isolated facts. Since the PYP is committed to an inquiry-based approach to students, learning involves students in questioning, exploration, research and critical thinking to take ownership of their learning. The PYP key concepts are often expressed in question form. Each key concept represents a cluster of related concepts. The PYP concepts are key to unlocking students' understanding of the body of knowledge represented in each subject area. The concepts that are central to the curriculum are presented in the form of key questions. Since inquiry is a vehicle for learning in the PYP, the natural way to represent the key concept is in the form of a broad, open-ended question. The concepts liberate the thinking of teachers and students, suggesting a range of further questions, each one leading to productive lines of inquiry. The concepts are the following, like form, question is, what is it like? Function, how does it work? Causation, why is it like it is? Change, how is it changing? Connection, how is it connected to other things? Perspective, what are the different point of views? Responsibility, what is my or our responsibility? Reflection, how do we know? So after this, you can go through making the PYP happen from page number 15 to 20, or you can access the following site for more information related to key concepts and its question. Okay, now how we balance the concept in each unit of inquiry. So all concepts can be explored through any transdisciplinary theme or unit of inquiry where there is a natural connection. The IB PYP concepts are not hierarchical or sequential. There is no rule about every concept having to be explored at every year level, but program of inquiry should seek horizontal and vertical balance throughout the year and like in all age level. Now, what are related concepts? So, the related concepts depend on understanding of the subject areas while providing further opportunities to make connection throughout the learning from one subject to another and between disciplinary and transdisciplinary learning. Key concepts provide the umbrella and broad scope for directing learning in the PYP. Related concepts narrow the lens of focus. They put the flesh and bones on the UI. Related concepts can be used as an anchor for collaboration. They can allow specialist teachers to develop a focus for inquiry within a UI. Some of the ideas from the discipline areas which relate to this concept provided as a springboard for the generation of further research questions. Now we will do one activity. What you have to do in this is, you have the key concepts will be given to you and the key questions will also be given to you. You have to match both the things. So this is one key cut and paste activity. We will give you the pieces of the key concepts and the key question. You have to match it and you have to paste it. What is the difference between knowing something and understanding it? This answer to this question is important to teachers and parents of children at PYP schools. To know is simply to recall something you have learned from memory, but not understand something. You have to be able to apply or transfer that knowledge within different contexts and situations. Understanding is a deeper form of learning, while knowledge can easily be forgotten. A good curriculum offers a balance between the acquisition of essential skills and knowledge and the search for meaning. Education is without meaning if students never acquire deep understanding. Education for understanding with a focus on important ideas has often been sacrificed to a superficial introduction to isolated facts and skills. The pressures to cover the syllabus and the expansion of the curriculum have resulted in many students leaving school without ever really understanding. By starting with the students' prior knowledge and by confronting and extending their early conceptions, we begin to promote real understanding. Now, why include concepts as an essential elements of the written curriculum? Fountainhead teachers are including a few of the concepts in each of the units they are writing. Concepts are included because they help the students to construct meaning through improved critical thinking and transfer of knowledge. How can concept be implemented in the classroom? Okay, so what we do to cater concepts in the classroom? 8 fundamental concepts expressed as key questions propel the process of inquiry and help to encourage a transdisciplinary perspective, so key concepts are applicable in all disciplines. For examples, in the class, after each read aloud, we ask concept-based questions to the children for deeper understanding about the book as well as the author, like what are parts of a book, what is genre. It can also be a description of book as a picture books, chapter book, pop-up books, etc. Books with rhyming words, narrative books, this, etc. These are formed questions. So we can also ask questions focusing on other key concepts like function. Why did you enjoy certain aspects of a book? How do pictures and text works together? So these are function questions. So when we ask these questions to children, they try to think deeply about any particular book, and not only with language, we can ask concept based questions in any discipline. Like after sports day practice, children were tired, so I had a discussion with them about the practice session. While doing so, I asked them questions focusing on concepts like what are the different games you played today? That is a formed question. Which game did you like the most and why? That is a perspective question, because the answer can differ. Why is it important to have this kind of events in school? That is a even for assessing students' conceptual understanding, the task can be designed using the key concepts. The exploration and re-exploration of concepts leads students towards a sense of the essence of each discipline and an appreciation of ideas which transcend disciplinary barriers. For example, the first grade students will learn about people can establish practices to sustain and maintain the earth's resources. In that, children can learn about different types of natural resources we use, pollution, greenhouse effect, and ecological footprint. The amount of knowledge contained in these 4 areas is vast, and most of it would be easily forgotten after the year's end or be relegated to trivia facts if it were not tied to some deeper form of conceptual understanding. A key concept like responsibility can be used to help students attach this knowledge to the understanding that it is us who can make difference and can save our earth's resources. The same understanding could be applied to students' future exploration of extinction, ecology, and biodiversity. The concepts drive the research unit called units of inquiry, which teachers and students design and which lie at the heart of the curriculum model. This following details will help us understand how key concepts work in a unit of inquiry. So read the details given below and also watch the suggested videos to understand how learning engagements can be focused on key concepts. We can face some challenges of implementing concepts in the classroom. This can be Framing of good guiding question. For deeper understanding, the key questions need to be open-ended and non-judgmental. But sometimes teachers frame questions which actually dictate the direction or outcome of their thinking. Teacher acting as facilitator is a difficult task as we end up giving the answers to move quickly. So that is also one challenge area that we face. In the early years, children may not be able to verbalize the inquiry, but they are inquiring through their experiments and play. For making inquiry concept driven is also a very big challenge for the teachers. If the teacher is not very clear about the concepts and its importance, then the implementation will not be very fruitful and the students will get knowledge without any conceptual understanding. Long-term consequences and its implications and benefits. The exploration and re-exploration of concepts lead students towards a sense of the essence of which discipline and an appreciation of ideas which transcend disciplinary barriers. If concepts are approached from a range of perspectives, students can gradually arrive at a deeper understanding. Transdisciplinary units structured around concepts provide a context in which students can understand and at the same time acquire essential knowledge, skills and attitudes. Concepts-driven learning not only helps students develop understanding of broader themes such as how the world works and where we are in place and time, it also helps students to become critical thinkers and to think about learning as something that has lasting meaning for their lives, rather than as a list of facts to be memorized and skills to perform. Concepts put learning into a context that is meaningful for kids. Now read the following article, that what is the good guiding question, from the booklet given by the workshop leaders Marian Chapman and Glenn Jens, and then you will do one activity. As we know, PYP is a concept driven inquiry based transdisciplinary curriculum framework. Let's frame some concept driven provocative questions that we can call good guiding question. Now you will see some videos where you will see how we focus on concepts through class activities and class discussions, like we did in one unit, like food needs to be transported and or processed before it reaches us. That was the central idea under the TDT, how we organize ourselves. And during the unit we had focused on two concepts like change and connection. When you will see the videos, you will come to know how they explored both the concepts during the class activities and field trips. We also plan activities to focus on related concepts.
Okay, now we will do a quick revision first. Okay, we will do a quick revision that how we had started the unit. Okay, so you had gone for a field trip, right, to the field. You had gone for a field trip to the field. What have you seen in the field? Yes, Neha. You have seen different types of plants. What kind of plants you have seen? Yes, Anushka. Wheat plants you have seen. What else have you seen over there? Yes, Meg.
Lady finger plant.
Then what else, Apru? Papri. What else? What else you have seen in the field? You have gone to the field, right? To the farm. You have gone to the farm. What else? They have said that they have seen wheat plants. They have said they have seen papri plant, and what else you have said? Lady's finger, yes. What else? Sugar cane, yes. Potato.
That now all the food items from which we get food.
Okay, you have seen all the food items that you can make food, right? You have seen all the food items that you can use to make your food, right? What you do with the food at home to make it eatable. What you do with the food to make it eatable at home. Yes, Mitali.
We cook it and first we wash it. We cut it, we cook it, and for taste we put some types of like salt and pepper. We put some types of these things, and then we eat. First we will taste, then we will eat, because if the taste will not be there, so it will taste really bad.
Okay, so you eat with lady's finger like this. Okay, now the thing is, have you seen the transformation in that food item? Like initially you stated that the lady's finger look like this, it is long, right? Pointed end and it has ridges also you said. So have you seen the transformation of the lady's finger when it is serving on your table?
Yeah.
Have you seen the transformation in that any food? Right? When you pluck it from the, have you seen, you have gone to the field, right? All of you have gone to the field, Ayush? You have gone to the field and you have seen the vegetables over there. But when you eat the food, it looks same?
No.
Do you think it looks same?
No.
No. Right?
Change.
Right. So that is called transformation. Right? Transformation. Yes?
Transformation.
Transformation. Okay, now you have seen wheat plant on the field during your field trip, right?
Yes.
You have seen the wheat plant. Then what is the next step? What happens to wheats after this? Yes, Abhishek.
That they take out the small things out of
Grains.
the grains, and get it to the miller, then
Long mill.
formula, and then they make it atta, and then they sell it, then we make rotis out of it.
Okay. Okay, fine. So, do you think is there any connection? And my next question is there any connection between us and the farmers and the Sumul Dairy and the Reliance Fresh? You are saying the marketplace. Is the things are connected?
Yes.
How is it connected? How is it connected? Yes, Ashwin.
When people the grains, the farmers were cutting the grains, then
How we are connecting? Okay.
make it bread, then
Okay, fine. So I'm sure that from the field trips you have got the idea that how we are connected to each other, because first you had gone to the field, then you had gone to the Sumul Dairy, and you had gone to the flour mill and to the bakery, right? And you have seen the connection between all the places, right? And you have also seen the changes that is happening to that food item before you are consuming it, right? You have seen all those things? Okay, I'll give you a chance to reflect upon it later. I will show you each and everything, but before that, first I want to ask you a few things. So you people first focus on here, okay? So have you gone to the field?
Yes.
Have you seen wheat plant over there?
Yes.
Then where you went today in the morning?
To see how to
Grind
atta.
wheat grain, right? You have seen how you went to flour mill and you have seen how to grind the wheat grains.
Yeah.
Abhishek, can you focus on here? Otherwise the bus is there outside, okay? Fine. So now from the flour mill, they collect, these people, this is a bakery, they collect atta, flour from the flour mill. Okay? Then this is a machine where they make a dough. See, this machine moves like this. This is, have you seen this part? This rotate like this and
We
it
want
makes,
to see how it works.
but it is not working right now. They have already made the dough, so they will not be able to make dough right now. They have already made the dough. Dough making machine. Okay? Have you seen the machine?
Yes, I've seen it in Reliance.
You have seen it in Reliance? Yes. Correct. Now, come here. We will see what this uncle is doing here.
Oh, I have already seen.
Don't stay. आप यहाँ पे क्या बना रहे हैं? पाव भाजी. Do you like पाव भाजी?
Yes.
पाव भाजी का ब्रेड देखा है कैसा होता है? This is the mold for the पाव भाजी. ठीक है? आपका जो पाव भाजी का ब्रेड बनता है ना? This is the
Mold.
Yeah. This. So uncle is making this. See, I'll show you.
Can we set it? No. Because
Have you seen the mold?
Yes,
Okay, now next Next step, they are going to bake this one, and then it will become pav, not bhaji. It will become pav. Okay. So now the next step. What was the first step? Growing wheat plant in the field. Then
Go to flour mill.
how it is going to the flour mill? Who is actually taking? Truck or bullock carts? Okay. Train, we are not taking it from train, right? Here in Surat, we are using all kind of transportation, tempo or truck, tractor. Okay. So all this transportation they use, then it reached the flour mill. From flour mill, the atta or the flour is coming here in the, what is this place is called? Bakery. First, after coming to the bakery, what they are making? They are making this? No? Dough. Correct? Yeah, very good. And after this, after making this dough, what they are making? Bhatti. इसको भट्टी बोलते हैं. This is the oven. Okay? This is oven. ये जब मोल्ड बन जाएगा, उसको इसके अंदर डाल देंगे and it will become. Okay, now before putting it in the oven, इसके अंदर जब ये डो बनाते हैं, in that they mix little yeast. Have you got this term yeast? You have got this term yeast. Yeast वो मिला के इसलिए रखते हैं ताकि वो चीज फूल जाए. क्योंकि पाव आपने देखा वो पाव का जो बनाया था मोल्ड that is very small, right? But actually your पाव जो आप खाते हो that is little big, right? So उसमें थोड़ा yeast मिला के रखते हैं so that it can grow inside.
What is yeast?
Yeast is a kind of bacteria, okay?
It's good or bad? Good.
Yes, it's not bacteria. It is actually a kind of
fungus
microbe, you can say. Okay, so we mix it with our food. If we will mix it with our food, then it will increase in size. ऐसे वो fluffy हो जाता है, ठीक है? So that is why we mix yeast. What do we mix?
Yeast.
Okay. देखो कैसे बढ़ गया है size. Have you seen how it is increasing? How the size is increasing? Hold on. Back. Now this row go at there. Dhruv, Avikshit, Ayush. You cannot see yeast. After this, they put this trays inside this bhatti. नीचे होके देखो. Sit. Sit and see the bhatti. दिख रहा है? Then they put the trays inside these bhattis. Okay.
Okay, now we will do one activity where lots of books will be provided to you. You have to read the books and then you have to find out which key concept you can focus through that book. During tuning in activity, we can focus on key concepts like during sharing the planet unit, children explored trash on one of the exploration table and they gave their reflection focusing on key concepts. De Bono's 6 thinking hat strategy. At that time, we can ask concept focused questions to the children.
During our How We Organize Ourselves unit, children had gone for different field trips. They started the unit with a visit to the farm where they saw different types of plants and what we can get from them, and then they went to visit flour mill and the bakery. After all the visits, they gave reflections on the field trips focusing on key concepts. For this work, you can see their writing where they have mentioned how each food item is changing and how its system is connected with each other. This flowchart is also showing the change that happens to any food item before it reaches us.